Hey, everybody, welcome to another edition of the America Guns and Freedom podcast. As always, this is just an open chat. If you've got a question to ask me, here's the time to ask it because I'm here to answer your questions. Now, I'll try to address any question you give me. Doesn't even have to be gun related. But if you ask me something technical and I don't know the answer, pay attention to the live chat. Someone out there probably will. So you can still get your answer even if I don't know. And don't just pay attention to the live chat, participate, build a sense of community. That's why we do this every day. So everybody's got a place to come where they can talk with like-minded individuals for at least an hour a day. A lot of people don't have a lot of people in their family or their friend group that feel the same way they do about a lot of things. This gives them a place to come and vent and talk about things they care about. Some people just don't have a lot of people to talk to every day. If it wasn't for you guys, I'd only have my family to talk to. And I don't want to do that. So go ahead and ask whatever you'd like to ask. I usually start off here reading if we got any orders over the last 24 hours. I have not checked, so I do not know. I don't think so, but I will check. Nope, no orders over the last 24 hours. So I'll just go immediately to our little spiel session before we get started here. If you want to help support the channel in any way, go on over to TYMPpistolproject.com. While you're over there, you can buy merchandise like this one. Your mother was a high point and your father smelled of cosmoline, the French taunt from the Holy Grail. Got this and several other 100 other designs over there. There's something there for everybody. They're all mostly light, humorous, but some of them are a little more dark, but most of them are really light and humorous. I like to keep it kind of happy. So go on over, get yourself some merchandise, support TYMPP. Or if you want to support the Pets and Vets program where we help as many animals every year as we can, or at least help other organizations help as many animals as they can. We do get involved directly sometimes. But if you want to help out with that, join Patreon. Patreon's the best way to support the channel. Become a Patreon member, just a couple bucks a month or as much as you want. And then you don't have to worry about it. $2 comes out of your account every month to help the Pets and Vets program, and you're not even going to notice it. Who's going to notice $2 a month? So go on over there, help out a good cause, be part of the posse. If you want to spend more, you can get some cool patches like the deputy patches and the posse patches or the mouse guns patch. That's the only place you can get the mouse guns patch is be a member over there. Same thing with the deputy patch and the posse patch. The only way you can get them is be a member. They're very limited. So go get them if you want them. If you want to join something a little more gun friendly than Patreon, you can join Subscribestar. Subscribestar also supports TYMPP, but can support Pets and Vets. If you join the Fur Friends Defender tier, you can start getting the series of patches that comes with membership there. This is the one we've got already. Next one will be the Sergeant one, then the Captain one, and then a special one. So get over there, sign up at that level, help animals in need, and get yourself some patches. Hopefully the Sergeant one will come soon. So that's how you can support the channel. Also, remember, this channel is restricted. So that's what YouTube prefers to call it other than shadow banned. But being restricted means we're shadow banned. So the only way you will see my videos for sure is to go over and subscribe to my channel. If you're watching this, hit that subscribe button. And when you do, on my page, select to get notified for videos. Select all so you know every time I say something. So you can come in and call me an idiot or whatever it is you want to do when you hear me. But when we get, I don't know why I was going with that, but let's get started now with the questions and see if we got any coming in. Let's see what do we got coming in here. John M. Mandrick chimed in and said, after the DC takeover today, which I didn't know anything about till I just started looking it up when he asked that a second ago, how are Republicans going to keep this up? Well, the only way would be totalitarianism, to go to fascism, because that's Big Brother bullshit there. That's Orwellian what they did today. The president taking command of a police force. And what if we told people all along, when the government decides to take charge, the police are going to be their private army. And everybody's like, no, police won't do that. Police won't do that. Yeah, yes, they will. They definitely will. So, and mostly it's a distraction. So people quit going, where's the Epstein file? Where's the Epstein file? Where's the Epstein file? Because people want to see the Epstein file. And you got to ask yourself, why is he so adamant to not release it? Isn't he the guy that don't give a shit, doesn't care, and wants to take down all these bad guys? Why is he lying saying there ain't one? It's already too late for that. But mostly it's just to distract from that. And plus, as a former mental health professional, this is just more of the same ideology that says take the guns instead of stopping the crime. Instead of saying, hey, why are so many teenagers committing crimes? And let's help teenagers not go down the wrong path. Their idea is to just lock up teenagers, start their life of crime at 14 instead of 18. You know, let's make them hardened criminals when they're 13, 14 years old. Let's not wait till they're 18. That way we can have more crime in the distant future or in the near future because we'll have far more hardened criminals. It's just ridiculous. It's more that don't want to deal with the issue because the issue ain't easy or cheap. So let's just do something that will get attention and plus help distract from the Epstein files. Clint Harrison, pets and vets, still no sign of Lyme disease or STDs. Hail Phil. Well, fingers crossed on the STDs. You know, I don't think STDs are as common as we were led to believe as teenagers. Remember when you were my age and you were a teenager, you were told pretty much everybody has got herpes. If you sleep with anybody, you're going to get herpes. Well, AIDS hadn't come around yet, but when AIDS came around, it was everybody's got AIDS. Now, there was a Mark Harmon movie of the week about everybody having herpes, where you were going to get syphilis, you know, something like that. Our health teacher told us everybody had syphilis. It doesn't seem like that's the case because I got around when I was younger a lot. I was part of the sexual revolution, just a little bit late. And I never got any venereal diseases other than crabs. And I don't think that's a disease. That's a parasite, but or whatever. So, yeah, I don't think venereal diseases are as common as people say, but if you don't donate to Phil, you are very likely to get Lyme disease, gonorrhea, or syphilis. He wouldn't give anybody AIDS. He's not that kind of monster. That was Clint Harrison paying his $2 tithe to Phil. Sean Bain paid his $2 tithe to Phil and said, see email. Hold on, let me get over there. Clinton Barella. John Heasley. I'm searching for things that say silver bullet. Hold on. Let me get rid of the silver bullet. Which do you feel is a better gun, a CZ70 or a Zastava M70, a 32 ACP 1911? Well, I'm going to say anything CZ is probably better. I've never been that fond of Zastava, but, you know, other people may give you a different story. I personally would always choose a CZ. Let's move on to the next one here, but that's partially my own personal preference. So we'll see. Okay, Robert Stickney paid his $2 tithe to Phil. Says for me that you can't weigh in on that topic with it through here, but I'll read it. He says the best sights on a carry gun are high vis front sight with a blacked out rear sight. That's good, but to weigh in on the shooting the shit chat, you have to use the YouTube super chat, just because of the way YouTube has made it to where you have to do things. Stephen Shockley, we got a Stickney and a Shockley right in a row here. Said, Phil. That's all he said was just Phil. Make sure to ask questions, people. Give me something to talk about, so I'm not just rambling like a crazy person. I want that knife. What do you think of the Walther PDP? Well, I think the Walther PDP is an awesome gun. I just have never had the opportunity to shoot one. Everything I've seen about it, I like about it. I handled it. I like the way it handles. I've taken one apart and put it back. I like the way it was put together. I just have never got a chance to shoot one. So I would like to do that. But everything I see about them is awesome. Now, the 4-inch more than the 5-inch, I don't like how they use the same recoil system for it. So there's a hole in the end of the 5-inch, a recess for the recoil assembly. It just looks weird to me. There should be a plug or something in there. I don't know. But then it would pop it out when I don't know what to do, or other than just make a separate recoil assembly for it. It's longer. I mean, it was a gimmick when they did it. It uses the same recoil assembly. I'm like, why? Who cares? That was a point I never understood why that was a point. I don't understand it. Call me crazy, but I don't get that. Dale Rickety is alive and with us and said, hello, sailor. That sounds like he's coming on to me. That makes me feel like I've been assaulted. Although, at my age, I ain't looking in and gift his horse in the mouth. I'm just going to take it as a compliment. I think everyone should. What is your go-to gun cleaning solvent and lubricant? John Mandrick asked this question yesterday. What do you do? Are you just reusing old questions because you're out of stuff to say? Or are you having a stroke and you forgot? You are old. I use whatever's on sale. Generally, it's usually Remington, like the Remington bore cleaner and their MOL, stuff like that. Or sometimes it's Hoppies. Depends on, when I go into the gun shop and whatever's sitting there that's cheapest, that's what I get. And I usually find myself when someone gives me like a gift certificate to a store, even if it's like Fred Meyer's, sometimes you'll go to like these, someone will give you like, oh, here's a $20 gift. I'll go to like Fred Meyer's and go to their sporting goods section and see if I can find stuff like solvents, because they'll usually have it. So I can pick that up, for nothing because I have a gift certificate. One more super chat over here, and it's Clinton Barella. You can stand under his Barella. Ella. Speaking of Epstein, did you see where his wife was moved from a medium security prison to a cushy country club Fed camp? Oh yeah, she also got Trump lawyers assigned to her. They are trying to get her to say there's no list. Everybody, when we were in court and there was so much to do about the list and how the government, jumped through hoops to keep it from being released and, all this other stuff, and talked about it constantly, and even gave it, denotations in the files and in the reports and in the cases. Oh, that never really existed. That's bullshit. They got a list. They just don't want it coming out. And you got to ask yourself, why I don't want it coming out. Now, I'm not one of the people that are going to jump on the bandwagon and say, Trump's a pedophile, anything like that, because I think people use that too much. I will say that, yes, I do believe Trump has had sex with some 17-year-old girls, maybe even a 16-year-old girl in his life. That does not make him a pedophile, by the way. That's just illegal. There's nothing unnatural about that. It's just illegal. Because we have, some countries, it's not illegal. Some countries, it'd be just fine. And it is natural for a 40-something-year-old man to be attracted to a 17, 18-year-old girl. That's absolutely 100% natural. Same thing with being attracted to a 17, 18-year-old male. They're in the prime of their life. Of course, people are going to find them attractive. TikTok is based on that. The whole thing about that's the only reason TikTok and Instagram still exist is because people find 16 to 18-year-olds attractive. So that's not pedophilia. Being attracted to and having sex with people that are prepubescent, children, that's pedophilia. So I'm not saying he's a pedophile, but I'm saying he has been the defendant in a couple of cases of coerced sex with people that are under the legal age. And I think there's some mention of that in that file, and maybe even some proof. Him and actually Epstein have been co-defendants against, I think it's 3 different women when they were 16, 17 years old. I think one was as young as 15. So is it in his past, his history? Yes. Do I believe it? Yes. Is it pedophilia? No. Is it illegal? Yes. So still release the files. Let's see, where was I? I think that was the last of the super chats. Remember tonight we were giving away the bird. The bird. That's the knife we're giving away. Also, we're doing the double super secret Bobcat giveaway still, so keep that in mind. Let me get over to emails now that we're done with the super chats. And as soon as it pulls it up here, I will get to it. I read that question. Here's a question coming in for Edgar Cortez. What do you think of Putin being invited to Alaska to discuss a ceasefire in Ukraine without President Zelensky being present? Edgar Cortez. Well, I'm not sure Zelensky needs to be present. I mean, if one world leader can convince another world leader to do a ceasefire, I mean, even if we make some deals with it, it depends on what it's worth to Trump to get that ceasefire. He might say things like, oh, well, if you make peace with Zelensky, we'll lift these sanctions, or we'll do this, or we'll do that. I can't say that Zelensky absolutely has to be there for that. It would probably be a good idea for him to be there. But once again, they're trying everything they can to distract from the Epstein files. Orwellian bullshit in D.C., this type of diplomacy on the world stage, anything they could, real sugar and Coke, even though after he said that, Coke said, we don't know where he's getting that from. We didn't say that. Everything they could think of, they're throwing against the wall to try to distract from the Epstein files. And I haven't even been a big release the Epstein files case kind of guy. Because, like I said, most of it is not pedophilia. Some of it is probably, but I think in this case it's become very, very obvious why they ain't releasing it. Check out this panel van painted flat indigo. Well, that van ain't even in good shape. Why'd they do that? I like that color though. That color is pretty cool. Look at this. Window. There we go. Boom. There's the color. It looks weird in the flat. It looks almost like what's sapphire. I kind of like that. I wouldn't mind a car that color. I had that Mustang that was very dark blue. It was an antimatter metallic blue. It was too dark for me. I don't know what it was about it. It was just too dark. I like my white Mustang. Although they did release the info on the 6-pack Charger Daytona. I have to test drive one when they come out. Juicy Rodriguez. Oh, he must have got his knife today. He sent in an email. I just sent out some knives recently, so they should be coming into people. Well, no, hopefully they don't come into people, but you know what I mean. But he got his patch and his knife. Forget what that was. SR1 Light. That's a pretty spendy knife, actually. Juicy Rodriguez got his and his patch. Sent the patches with the knives this time. I'm tired of paying $7 just to mail a patch. They charge so much for mailing the damn patches. It's not even funny. Let's continue here. But remember, you can still weigh in now for the after chat. If you want to be involved in the after chat, tonight's Shooting the Shit with Yankee topic is what's the best site for your carry gun? Sites. What type of sites do you like? What particular site do you like? You know, whatever. Let me know. As for now, let's get, I think that was the only emails we had. Yeah, I got that one early. Oh, I got one from BB64. He said, Chief Green Winder. He said the new patches are very nice quality. He got the Revolution patch and the Mickey patch. He got that from being a member. And this one he bought, I assume. And you can buy these two over at Owl and Anchor. It's owlandanchor.com. Just go over there and they've got a section of under the patches, Yankee Marshall patches. There's only like 25 of each. And I think somebody's bought some. So there's probably only like 20 now. So go over and get them if you want them before they're sold out. But he said they're very high quality. I was happy with the way they turned out. The one I think turned out really nice. A couple of them I think turned out nice. One, the Eeyore patch with the pink around it. That I just love that patch. That would be a good patch for anybody. I like pink, but it's also especially good if you're, want to get a patch for your girlfriend, your wife, or whatever, so they don't feel left out. The guns make me happy from Eeyore. That one turned out really nice with that pink. It looks really nice. And this one I like, not so much for the color. I do like the color. I like the green and the blue and stuff, but I like the fact that they were actually able to make his Crocs rainbow. They're actually rainbow colored Crocs. Isn't that cool? And it's the Phil loves you, but he will fuck you up patch. All righty, let's get back to the chat here. I got all the super chats. I got all the emails. So let's get over here to the live chat, see if we see anything coming in. Uh, 101 degrees here. I saw that already. What do you think about Trump? I read that question already. It was from somebody else, but we already addressed it. Good evening, EO Fartet. That email from me read last night. It was John Mandrick's response to my email. Did you ever read what I sent? Oh, I thought I was reading your email. I thought that sounded awfully smart for you. I thought it sounded pretty highbrow for Welper. Let's see. Where am I at here? Is there any questions? Did you send my knife card? Nope. I've still got it, though. I didn't give it to nobody. I'm saving it for you. I keep meaning to put it in with other stuff. Whenever you win another knife, I'll stick it in with it. Where did I put it? I know I have it right here somewhere. Where did I put it? Oh, there it is, right there. Okay. It's in my drawer. Get in there, glove. This is one set of gloves someone sent me to test, and they're like, do a video on them if you like them. Very first time I put my hand in them, they split in half. So I'm like, I don't think you want me doing a video on them. I mean, I give people that chance. If it's a small business and, they're just trying to start out and everything else, and they send me a product and it's crap, I don't slam their product. I don't see a point in it. Shadowsmith, use for your questions. Where's Shadowsmith? Hey, Yankee, what is your favorite big bore cartridge for pistols? Big bore? Well, I mean, I like 44 Magnum. I consider that big bore. That's probably my favorite. 45 Colt's fun to shoot. I will say that. It's not as kicky and you can shoot it more. So 45 Colt is a very, very, very good big bore. If I want something that's going to, be the most impressive round I can shoot. But, I don't like the 460 very much. And I'm not the biggest fan of the 500. I think I'd go with the 454 Casull. But 44 is my favorite. And 45 Colt. I like shooting both of those. Of course, the way you can load some 44s is it's like shooting 45 Colt. Mild. Get the Cowboys, and they're pretty mild. Where are we? Let's see if there's anything else. Can you change the slide barrel on RIA M1911 A1 or A2 FS high capacity from bull barrel to bushing or change to 10 millimeter regular? Well, I don't know that gun because I don't own it, but I wouldn't think it'd be something easy to do. Because if your slide isn't set up for a bushing, well, then it's going to be hard to put a bushing in it. So I'm going to say no. But what do I know? I'm going to say no. If it's a bull barrel, it's a bull barrel. I mean, I guess you could cut it. I don't know if there's even enough metal there to cut it, because if it's a bull barrel, it's bigger cut the end. So I don't know. But I think that might catch us up for tonight. That might get us done with the chat. Let's see. I got nothing else coming in over here. I got no more chats coming in via this. And we will should we do the knife drawing between the two chats? Because all the chats that come in during the after chat are YouTube chats, and those don't count towards the drawings because YouTube usually takes the money. So, especially last night, I left the video up and they marked it today as not suitable for advertising or monetization. So I'm not sure if we should do the knife drawing because I won't be doing the super chats during the last part. We'll do it right as I end this part. So if you want an entry into that, you better get it in now, because once we switch over, and I'm going to switch over probably about 9 minutes to do the other chat, we'll do the knife drawing then. That way, because we don't use the super chats from PayPal during the next segment. I just read that stuff. So, all right, let me make sure we're all caught up with everything. We might be ending it now. So, because I don't see any questions, nothing over there. Nothing over here I don't see. And no questions coming in over here either in the live chat. And every one of these is for the after chat. So remember, you can get your answer in right now for the after chat if you would like. The topic tonight for the shooting the shit that we're going to do immediately after this will be what are the best sights for EDC guns? What do you think are the best type of sight? Red dot, iron sights, night sights, target sights, blacked out sights, whatever. Or you can say a specific brand like Trijicon TFOs or whatever you want to call them. I think they're called TFOs. So, all right. I think that is going to be it for us tonight because I don't see any other questions coming in. So let's do the knife drawing and then we'll move on to the shooting the shit with Yankee topic. Or should we wait till do the knife drawing at the end? What does everybody think? Oh, Gummy Wuzzle's here, and he's going to let us know about the silver bullet. I don't think I've ever ordered it. I can order his and Clinton Barella's at the same time. Well, you Chrissy, pay attention. You got to send me an email that says silver bullet winner in the subject line. Then you got to tell me what caliber bullet you want too. And then you got to give me your mailing address. So get on it. That's probably why I haven't done it yet, because you fucking. All right. All right. Tonight we'll be doing the drawing for the bird knife here. He chose the wooden core bullet. But here, let me do a quick question. Should we do the drawing now? Or, well, just answer me in the chat. I don't have to do a poll. Do the knife drawing immediately after this chat, the Merca Guns and Freedom, or wait till the end when we're done with all the chats? Let me know now. Now or later. That's all you got to do is say now or later. Now. We got 3. Anybody paying attention? Is anybody awake out there? There's 124 people here. Someone should be awake. Now. Do it at the end in case you get more PayPals. Well, no, if people do more PayPals, they just won't be entered. Well, they'll be entered in tomorrow's maybe. But if we do it now, but you're saying do it later. But right now, everybody's saying do it now except for Mikey D. I will check one last time, make sure we didn't miss any entries over here before I count them up. We did not. See, if nobody done one in the last 10 minutes, I don't think anybody's going to do one the rest of the night. So we will count that up because, let's see. And tonight we're giving away the bird and entries into the double super secret Bobcat giveaway and silver bullet drawing giveaway. This will be given away immediately. Let's see here. Let me count these up. Boom. Oh, I don't need to do that on the air. We can go ahead and sign off from this. And then I can do the drawing. And, well, I'll do it on the air so the winner knows who won. Let's see. Let me count them. Well, that's 3, 4 entries. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's only 15 entries today. So let's see who's the winner. We will donate between 1 and 15, or generate between 1 and 15. Boom, 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 boom. All right, there we go. The number is 6. So let's count down from 6. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the winner is Dale Rickety. He pokes his head out of the sand today and he wins a knife. So Dale Rickety, you are the winner of the not Spyderco. It's like the Spyderco. It's the cold steel, and it's called the Bird. So you've won that. So send in an email saying knife winner, and then your name, your address. Let me write this down so I don't forget it. 11 August. Oops, I misspelled August. 25 Bird Dale Rickety. All right, we got everything written down. Okay, that is that for that. So I want to say thanks to everybody for coming today. I appreciate it. I will see everybody again tomorrow. Thanks to those who participated in the conversation, especially those that donated to help run our programs. I appreciate that. So I will see you all again tomorrow. Until then, remember, always carry and stay safe till I see you again.